Okay, so question 9, you might want to look at the class notes to see a picture for this or look at on the internet. So we're talking about atomic radius. That's just a fancy word for saying the size of an atom, right? As you can imagine, all atoms are not the same size, right? They're all really, really, really small, but yet they are different sizes. So as you go down a column, each element down a column gets bigger. Now, as you go across a row, we could go across this row, skipping all the stuff in the middle, for example. We could go across a row, including the D block. As you go across a row, note that the elements are getting heavier because there's more protons, and yet, interestingly, they're getting smaller as you go from left to right. So this is what the periodic table is all about. As you go down or up a column, left to right in a column, things are going to change in a predictable way, and that's why the periodic table is organized. Now, if you're wondering why that's true, maybe just a little extra information we didn't cover in class, but as we go from left to right across a table, you're getting more protons, which pull those negative electrons in a little bit closer to the nucleus. And you might say, well, why then does the element get bigger as we're going down? And we think of elements kind of like a little solar system. You have a nucleus in the middle. If you're an element like hydrogen, the elements are arranged in an orbital representing like a planet orbital around the sun. Now, lithium is in the second row. That means there's a second orbit, a second energy level. Sodium's in row 3. And so on. So as you're going down a row in the periodic table, you can kind of think of that as the universe, the solar system expanding. And this is, for what it's worth, called the Bohr, B-O-H-R. That's the name of a person, the Bohr model of an atom. It's not exactly true, and yet it is a good way to think about how electrons are arranged around the nucleus, at least when you're getting started in chemistry. And again, that's way beyond what was asked on the homework. So if you want to just forget you ever heard that, I won't have a problem with that at all.